We're ready.
All right, dale. So, first and foremost, what I want to talk to you about is income producing activities, because that's like just what you need to know. Like, how are we gonna make money? Like, I already know your mindset. Like, I know where you're trying to go with this. You're trying to hit every lick, and you know what's even better this month? I don't know if you peeped in the chat. They're doing the double bonus for December. So when I tell you like that shit, I've been with the company since March. They have never done that. And Vanessa said that the only time they've done it is in December because that's how she got started. Hey. I'm
Start.
cut it out. But so it's like only gonna happen right now.
Okay.
So basically if you hit MMV, and keep in mind that you're in Smart Start. So we're going to go over the compensation plan on what you need to know right now today. We're going to go over the back office on what you need to know right now today. And we're going to go over like how the fuck you're going to make money like right now today. And then I have longer videos that I'm going to send to you that are more in depth. So once you get comfortable with the basics, like literally just the basics, then you can be like, okay, how can I build this?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Just sharpen your tools real quick, and then once you get that down pat, it's game over. Because everything else is just gonna flow. Can you stop? Cut it out. She thinks she runs the block. I'm sorry, but so yeah, just talk about that stuff. So income producing activities. There's two ways to make money with this. Either attraction marketing, meaning that like, oh my god, let me put my fucking headphones in because this is gonna be ridiculous. Hold on. Because I got bad fucking dogs. I apologize to anybody watching this recording in the future. This is real life. My headphones, that's a whole other thing.
Okay.
Some preferences, Bluetooth, AirPods. Mommy, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bet. All right. So income producing activities. So there's two ways to make bread with this, right? Because it's literally selling on Instagram. It's either through attraction marketing or through direct marketing, basically like direct outreach and stuff. But the thing is that it's literally 50-50. So you have to do both. Like if you don't do both, so somewhere in the business is gonna lack, and you can't let the areas lack in any parts of the business. Like all the parts have to constantly be moving in order for the residual income to start to like generate. You know what I'm saying? So attraction marketing, I love to do because it's the best kind. Fucking people just go into your DMs. Like, you don't even know. Like I have my link, my Monet link in my bio, with a whole bunch of other shit in my bio, and we're gonna talk about that too. So kind of how to organize your page so that it could be a resume for yourself.
Okay.
So then like as you're engaging with people, like they're gonna be like, okay, well let me see what she's about, and they're going on your page and it's professional as fuck. Like,
Okay.
Oh, okay, like
All
this.
right,
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically attraction marketing, like being able to, one, genuinely share yourself to the point where you're engaging with people, and two, to actually publicly engage with people, which is a tough hump. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, all right, but when I first got started, like videos, I was really like, I was like, oh, I don't know about all that. I wasn't really just had to show my face on Instagram. Like, I would take a cute picture, like, don't get me wrong, but like
a whole video, you were like,
no, like I wasn't the type. So get up like and have like actual conversations and stuff like that. It took me a while to get comfortable with it. But then once you get comfortable, it's game over.
Okay.
But yeah, so just being able to be consistent with like opening up your shop. So being able to constantly be on your platform literally every single day, even if it's just sprinkle it into whatever it is that you're doing. And I'm going to show you what I mean as far as, let me pull up my page really quickly, because it's something so small, right? It's completely catered to you though.
And that's the best part about it. Like completely catered to you. So if you look at like my page, like if you like kind of look at like my timeline on my page, like honestly, my shit never looked like this. Monet changed my entire page for sure. And that's because Vanessa does it. Like that's her thing, like brand marketing and things like that. So her training calls are A1. Like I'm technologically retarded and I can still do this. But basically my page is very much so me. Like I feel like if I DM somebody and they click on my page and look at it like, oh, I kind of know what this bitch is about. She does like mad shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you see where like I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like my entire highlight, my cover photos are street art in Jersey City. Cause that's who I am. I'm very Jersey City. Like I'm just, you know, like I'm really big. I'm like homegrown, trying to do what you can, make something out of nothing. Like that's just how I am. And I love art. Clearly I'm covered in tattoos. So, but then you look at my page, like you get a feel for me, like, you know what I'm saying? But also it looks clean. Like there's some type of vibe going on.
Yeah.
And I'm always marketing my businesses. Always. No matter what. Like even my edibles page, Baked, nobody even knows that's my business. They think I just promote for them.
Oh, okay.
Like that's my whole business. Like, so it's like finding the things that you love. Now, I don't, to be honest with you, I'm a tomboy. So like Monet, it wasn't like, I wasn't going to sit here and be like a beauty blogger. Like I wasn't in it. And it takes a certain type of, like, that's Vanessa's thing, 100%. Like, you get what I'm saying? But just finding what it is that you can genuinely engage with people publicly on, like whatever it is that you fuck with. I know you're really into like focusing on women's rights, focusing on like health and wellness, like all that stuff. So be able to market that because you're your brands.
Mm-hmm.
And then just sprinkle a little Monet in it. That's what I'm saying with like prime example would be you and Jamie. Like say you work out together. She's going to post the workout videos, product placement. Just have your shaker with your Monet Energy Boost and the packaging there.
Okay.
The packaging itself is going to draw somebody's eye. And then you could write whatever you want in the comments, like, oh, you know, shout out to my trainer, blessing me, whatever, doing this and third. Maybe you want to put like a quote. I'm really big on like music quotes. And then underneath it be like, shop the products in my bio. And I'm going to show you how to put all your information in your bio.
Okay.
You get me what I'm saying? So that's all attraction marketing. Like people coming to you, like that's going to make people click around. That's going to make people ask questions. Also your story is really big. Your Instagram story, the way the algorithm and shit works is basically like every time you post in your story, you go to the front. So the more consistently you're posting, the more consistently you're going to be in the front always. So people are always just going to start like clicking at you, not thinking. And repetition, like that's going to lead to recognition. So that's when you cross that hump of being like, oh, she's doing this to, oh, she does that.
Okay.
You get me? Like,
Yeah.
so just being consistent, because I'm telling you, it takes a while to get like the cogs turning. But once they start going, bitch, it's game over.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just staying consistent. Like even with myself, if you were to tell me 3 months ago, when I started this business, I came out the gate crazy. So if you were to tell me when I had started this business that I wasn't going to already be like, have my car, I would have been like, fuck you. But I don't have my car, yo. Like, I know that I'm gonna get there, and I'm happy it didn't happen the way I expected it to happen. Because like this business is literally a 360 like personal development program with the compensation plan attached to it. Like no cap at all. So just allowing yourself to learn and grow and things like that, and to be good to yourself, because it's gonna get frustrating. Trust me, I still get frustrated sometimes. But just be consistent. Like I promise you, this shit is gonna work. I promise you. You get me?
Yeah.
Like you joined on for a reason. So that's all attraction marketing. You have questions on that? Because that was a lot of information.
No, I kind of like understand a little bit because it's like I'm slowly trying to understand like how I'm promoting like my fitness journey, like where I was from when I started last year and how I got there and what happened, which, you know, me understanding also about the whole following thing is the same thing like with YouTube, with me and my YouTube channel. Like, yeah, I got 20 followers, and I'm like, damn, why can't I have more? But it all comes with patience, you know? So it's like I have to be consistent with that as well. So that's another thing too that I thought of, like while I'm doing my videos, it could be like something I could start in the beginning of my channel, like talking about
Yes.
Monet and then talk about what I need to do in my videos.
Yes. No, I love it. You know what? Like, at the end of the day, no matter what it is that you're posting consistently, you're just going to be posting consistently. So let it be really you. Like the point of network marketing is that it's not a job. Like you really have full control of your income. You have full control of your marketing. You have full control of everything.
And what's good too is that I'm actually in school for that. I'm a double major in finance and marketing. So it's like interacting with the audience basically.
Yes.
It's like when you're selling a product and the way you say it, because it's coming out of your mouth. So if you sound like, oh damn, I have to sell this product, you're gonna sell it and you're gonna sound like, oh, okay, I have no choice to sell it. Where versus as if you're passionate about it and you're selling the product, they're gonna be like, dang, she really likes this thing. I really want to try it. So I kind of understand it in a way. It's just like more like taking, because like you said, you're tomboyish. I'm like that too. I'm not the kind to sit there and be like, shh, you know, like makeup and everything. I'm very simple, very straight to the point. So I think that's the problem that I'm trying to have with the comfort.
Yeah.
That.
But you know what? Honestly, I'll keep it a buck with you. The reason why, and you have to figure out your reasoning behind the way, like, because there are things you're gonna realize. This company, this business, like doing this journey, really is gonna tell you about yourself. Like for real. So just come here, mommy. Come on. She's very needy and she's literally mad because she's on the other couch, the big one. Come here. I'll move the pillows so that you can come here. But what's it called? What were we talking about?
Marketing and how it would change me.
Oh yeah. No, it'll tell you about yourself, the business in itself. So just understanding like, yo, there are things that you're gonna reach a point where it's like, I have to let go of something to get to the next level. You get what I'm saying? So, and letting go means not giving a fuck about what nobody thinks about it. That was one of the main reasons as to why, like, I held myself back. Just I've never been the type. So I'm like, damn, people are gonna be like, oh my god, look at this bitch. Like, what the fuck's she doing? Like, if I really put myself out there like that. And then I was like, I'm getting paid. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out. If it don't look right the first time, it's gonna look right the second time. Like, so just allow yourself to grow with it. Like, I look back at old Coffee with Coco, girl, I would die. Literally. But I grew through it. You're not gonna learn until you do it. You know what I'm saying?
You won't know till you try.
Exactly. So the second way is direct marketing. Okay. And this I love, but again, it's a hump that a lot of, like, you have to go. The reason why I like it is because I do it. Like, I work in sales. Okay. So I know that if I have the ability to have a conversation with somebody, they're sold.
Yeah.
Like, for a fact. Like, even if the conversation doesn't end, that first conversation doesn't end with it being sold, it's just not yet. Like, they're gonna be sold. Like, I know that. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's something that has to be developed. Like, I've been bartending since I was 18. Like, I've been working since I was 12. I've always had that, like, kind of, like, you know what I mean? I've always been like a little hustler in that sense. So I've worked through those humps for myself, but directly speaking to people can also get uncomfortable. So what I tell you, the best thing for you to do is to make a big ass list. Okay. And when I say big, I mean like the biggest list. Like, you're gonna have two types of markets when you're directly outreaching to people. You're gonna have like a hot market, warm market, and you're gonna have a cold market. So your warm market is people that you know, and that means everybody that you know, down to like people that you know on a personal level. I know her because I had a drink with her at a party one time, but I didn't see her much after that. Yeah. Or like, I know her as so and so's friend, right? Yeah. So like, that's all warm market because you've had some type of connection. And then cold market is dead ass, like, these are people in other states. You would never have any type of conversation with them, right? So it's funneling through whatever it is that's gonna work. I'll be honest with you, when I started this business, not a single person that is in my warm market supported me. Nobody bought off me, nobody joined my team, none of that. Right? But cold market, or like lukewarm, like people that, like I said, people that I know through passing or something, like, they was on board. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like entrepreneurship. Yeah. In that aspect. So just let it go where it is. I'm gonna tell you right now, the people that you have in your life that don't support you from the beginning, they will eventually support you. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
It's just gonna take them time to really believe that like this is legit. You know what I mean? Like, and that's cool because it took me time to really believe that this was legit too.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
I
so
was here too. We both know that.
yeah, exactly. So just being consistent with like, if you don't have to directly outreach to your warm market nonstop if you see that they're not about it, but they're gonna see you being consistent through your attraction marketing, it's gonna shift for them. They're gonna be with the shits, I promise you. I personally love my cold market because I feel like I always start back at zero. So I can fuck up. It doesn't matter how many times I fuck up a conversation with them. I'll learn something and I'll never have a conversation with them again if I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have no reason to be in passing with them.
Mhm.
But like there is some times where I'm like, okay, like, you know, let me stick this one around or whatever. What I like to do in that aspect for my cold market is, and this is another like social media type of a call that Vanessa will go over with us, like when we do social media calls. Meeting people through your hashtags. Like people that you don't know, you can follow hashtags. So I like follow like hashtag Jersey City art, street art, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag trying to think, streetwear, like whatever hashtags that I fuck with. And I'll look on pages, people like I'm telling you across the world, like across the world. You speak English, I'm having a conversation with you. You can have market partners in the UK.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is literally limitless, like limitless. And if you think about it, having the ability to reach so many people, like all you need is like 6 to 7 really strong legs, like 6 to 7 people that are really about this, because then they only need 6 to 7 people that are really about it. Like the web will continue. That's how the residual income comes in. So it's just making a big ass list of people that you know and that you can feed through, and then also being able to add to that list. The person that you bump into on the subway, like once life returns, like that you had one conversation with, he's going on the warm market list. Like, you get what I'm saying? A new client comes in, you have a conversation with them, you ask about their son, that's going on the warm market list. Like, you know what I mean? So as you're taking away people, because some people are going to be duds and you just have to put them in your attraction marketing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't harp on like, damn, like I need this person and they're not with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. And
yeah.
What I will tell you, the thing that you want to focus on the most when you are direct marketing to people or like direct outreaching to people is selling the opportunity every time. Like, you're always leading with the opportunity, because, and this is something that you're going to have to develop, right? Because you haven't really started with the opportunity yet. We have to we're still training, like things like that. But once you really get a good grasp on it, like they have to understand that they're using it every day. So if there's anything you're using every day and you're spending money on, you're fucking marketing for that for them. So get cut your 30%. That's first and foremost, black and white on that. The other thing is what this opportunity really is for our team. Like, you really are in something real special that's growing very quickly, like real quickly. And you can add so much value because I could already see how you carry yourself and the type of eye that you're looking to grow with. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is literally a network of entrepreneurs, everybody.
And that's a good thing. Like, and I think people don't seem to understand that. Like, there was some people that when I posted up that I became a market partner, they were like, aha, they got you. And I'm like, they didn't get me. I went to them, like, but they really got me from the get. But I don't think you guys really understand what, it's not just selling just the brand itself. It's like what you grow within the company itself, like what you get self-taught through it. And then, like, obviously people don't get it until they actually be like, oh wow, look at how she's growing. You know, it's really dope when you have a group, especially a group of women too, because, you know, I'm all about that, is that like how they're building themselves to grow stronger as women, you know, like you know, I love that.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, this shit is not easy. Like, Not only that, realistically speaking, I honestly, personally, there is not a single team in this business to date that has what we have.
I've seen
Like,
that. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen that.
like not a single to date, because we are a bunch of girls that grew up a little rough around the edges, that are breaking generational curses, that are really like, this is really going to be a life-changing opportunity generationally for us. You know what I mean? So there's a different type of grit and hunger behind what we're building.
Yeah.
Not only that, like, girl, we started that nonprofit, Heavy Hearts. Me and Amanda, who's a part of my downline, yo, when I tell you that shit is just coming to a whole different level, like things like that, it's so beyond this, so beyond shampoo. But at the end of the day, if all it takes is selling a little bit of shampoo, girl, we gonna do it.
A lot of growth.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of devotion, dedication, and that's how you build your empire like that. People just think, oh, okay, I'm just gonna do this and it's just gonna grow. No, it's not overnight. It really isn't.
Yep. It's really a lifetime. Like this is you ever hear that thing, like that game, like once you know the rules of this game, you have to play it for the rest of your life? Like that's this, honestly, this is really like, because you're really genuinely developing into an entrepreneur. So maybe it's not going to be Monet forever, like, you get what I'm saying? But like the way you move, the way your brain functions, the way you pursue every single moment, completely different.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose a lot of friends, sis. I'm telling you right now.
Listen, I'm gonna be up and real. I have lost already. So if I'm gonna end up losing more, that only gets to say a lot.
Facts. And you know what? That's cool too. Like it shit too heavy to try to bring dead weight to the top.
Exactly. Amen to that one.
Period. So just let God unfold what they unfold, and you're gonna grow. Like it's only gonna accelerate the process. So that's basically income producing activities. Okay. Like just those two things, attraction marketing and direct marketing, right? Another income producing activity is investing in yourself. Like you really need to take time to dedicate to you. And maybe that time for you to dedicate to yourself is doing a skincare routine. Like maybe it really is just doing the whole skincare system. Like that's what's gonna make you relax. Or maybe it's like, I don't know, it could be anything. Like maybe at the end of every night you like to tune into some Netflix show that you really fuck with. And like that's something that you like show, like, okay, every Friday night, me and my man, we chill, or whatever. Like anything that's genuine to yourself. Okay. That's really the biggest thing. All right. So then after those income producing activities, those are like the biggest things that you want to focus on for yourself, making sure that when I say like investing in yourself too, that you're also focusing on training goals too. Okay. Because you're going to learn a lot of stuff. Those are cheat codes. Because the back office is not very simple. Okay. We're going to go through it. I don't want to say that it's not. Yeah, it's not very simple. It's a little bit complex. Like you gotta dig into it. But like I'm the type of person, like I'm OCD as fuck. So like I have to be like 100% knowledgeable about something before I really put myself out there with it. So I've dug crazy into it. So I know where a lot of the reports are, just because my brain is like numbers. Like I think very well like in numbers. So we're gonna do like a quick briefing on what you need to know in that. But just trying to educate yourself where you can on the products so that you can speak comfortably about it. Being able to speak comfortably about anything. Start listening to podcasts. In the Discord, there is a bunch of hashtags if you hit the left side, and you can just flip through them. Some of them are like motivation hashtags where like people will post different podcasts, YouTube videos, quotes. My dad texts me every morning. I normally send that in the same group chats. If you look inside of the So Nest chat, they're always sending videos, inspirational quotes, things like that. The IG chats are dope too. So did I add you to both?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah, I'm on both.
The IG chats are like a good place to like really engage with people. Like you could just post that's like free space. You can post funny ass shit. I be posting crazy ass shit in there. Yeah. But it's just like, to whatever, just be engaged with each other and invest in yourself. Read. I encourage you to start, reading a little more. Like Take time out for yourself, for real, for real. And that's going to help you develop even more. Like as you grow personally, you'll grow more in the business because it takes a lot of like time to, I really thought I was too cool for school when I joined this. Like, like I joined it and I was like, damn, like I'm really not going to be all the way the fuck out here though. Like that's insane. And now I'm all the way the fuck out here and other opportunities have come from it.
Yeah.
Like it's bigger. Like things, like I'm telling you, it takes a little while for the cogs to go, but.
And I think you're with the whole giving time and investing into yourself. I think that's a big issue that a lot of people don't do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people try to do shit and they're not even healed from their own traumas.
No.
Like you're literally function just to function. Like you can't even, you know what I mean? Like you have to get into yourself. That's what I'm saying. Like the business will tell you about yourself, girl. But yeah, so those are all your income producing activities, right? So now, do you have any questions before I go on forward?
I feel like I'm having a beautiful conversation with you right now.
Good. That's how I want it to feel. I want it to be comfortable. Like, but that's how it is. Like, that's what I'm saying. This should not feel like a job. Like, you shouldn't be like, fuck, now I gotta promote for Monet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
when when you're getting into something, and I think people get it a little twisted, you shouldn't have to feel like you're obligated to do something. It should come like really from inside you, and you just be naturally yourself.
Yeah.
Like with my YouTube channel, like people just think like I'm sitting literally in front of a camera. It's the same thing with the phone when you're promoting something. I'm not sitting there like, oh, okay, here we go. I gotta turn on this camera. No, I'm like, okay, I'm a little excited. What am I gonna speak? And you know how many times I have to turn off that camera and turn it back on to restart again? There was one time on one of my videos that I'm about to upload this weekend, I had to go on and off 20 times because it was just like, okay, it's not right.
It wasn't going right. Yep.
So I think people don't understand, like, you shouldn't have to feel obligated to do something. Just got in here.
Bitch,
here.
yes. You're already ahead of the game. Like, literally, like, this is only gonna make you do all that more. Like, and that's it. Repetition is recognition, like high key. So now I'm gonna go into the back office.
Okay.
Because now you know what it takes for money to start, getting for clients, how to start getting drawn to you. Like I said, you always pitch the business and the opportunity first because it makes the most sense. And worst case scenario, do the business anyway because you get 30% off. You don't have to put a flex ship in.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Like
that's
if you
what I have right now. So that's not a flagship anymore, like what I have there, or is it automatically from my VIP status?
We upgraded your VIP status. So if you had a flex ship like right as you transitioned, it probably still processed through. But now you might still have an upcoming flex ship. So
okay.
we'll go into your back office. I'll show you today like how we can look at all that stuff because as a VIP, as a market partner also, we have flex ships. We have the perk of having flex ships too. It's just so that you can get a free product.
Okay.
So, but you're not obligated to it. Like as a market partner, you can delete your flex ship and not do it ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But as a VIP, you can't. You have to do 2 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So, all right. So, boom. That's that. Now let me share my screen with you, and then we're gonna go into the back office. Share screen. Yes. Boom. Okay, cool. So you're gonna want to log into your back office. Let me know when you do.
Okay. I'm trying to do it on my laptop. I'm going through what you went through earlier. Because it's in my phone.
I'm gonna fill up my water bottle real quick. Because I am thirsty. I'm actually right now, I bought thank you cards and $10 Krispy Kreme gift cards for my VIPs. So I'm sending all my VIPs a little Christmas donuts. I'm in the process of running out the cards right now. And I got little cute ass fucking Grinch stickers to go like, because I don't want to lick all the envelopes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I forgot. Is it this? How many passwords? All right, let's do that. I should have had this in here already.
I got a Pop-Tart too.
Don't remember the username. And on my phone, for some reason, the update, it took it out.
Oh no. Let me actually
Okay. There was
pause the
no-
recording real quick. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Boom. All right, you can see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, so this is what your back office looks like. First of all, when you first log in, it takes you to your shop page on purpose.
Yeah.
They want you to either see what new products are out so you can educate yourself on them, or they want you to buy the shit. So take that little, like, take the marketing that Monet does and also duplicate it too. Whatever it may be, because the shit works clearly. Like, these motherfuckers making hella money. They've only been open for 5 years. Well, 6 years, because we just had our anniversary.
Okay.
This is a small ass business. They're just getting started, and they're literally, you can ask Siri, they're the fastest growing beauty business to date. So take what they're showing you, because it's really important. So your back office system here is basically a CRM. Do you work off the CRM at work? Clients? No. Okay, so I do it because of real estate.
Okay.
So like, it's just a way to basically track your business, track your clientele, be able to follow up with them, all that good stuff. You bought that when you bought your product pack.
Okay.
I pay $120 a month for my CRM.
Okay.
So like, this is fire. It's, if I could just use the Monet site for my fucking real estate clients, I would, but I can't. So I have to pay for the damn thing. But anyway, so it tracks everything for you. So first of all, when you look over here, yours is gonna look a little bit different because you're in Smart Start. Yours at the top is gonna have blue numbers like a ticker. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's how many days you have left in Smart Start.
Okay.
So
Where's
that
the one that you were showing me?
it should be in the top right corner.
Yeah,
It should be
doesn't
like
show me
blue
up.
numbers ticking.
Oh, two? Oh no, I don't see anything.
No?
No, it's weird. My page
That's
looks a
weird.
little, yeah. It just shows me like maybe under reports, but I have to go under reports. 'Cause
No,
it's
it
just
should be
showing
like
product.
literally right here. Oh no, press home.
Okay, I clicked home.
Now you should see it in the top right corner.
Now I see it. Okay, there you go.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So it takes you, when you sign in, it originally takes you to shop. Like, it wants you to shop on purpose. So you have to literally click home every time you do it. So you should have the ticking numbers at the top. That is your how many days you have left in Smart Start.
Okay.
So that's how many days you have to make the double bonuses. Your compensation plan training today is only going to be on Smart Start.
Okay.
Okay, so everything is that we're gonna be like, I don't want this to go later than 8:30. I just don't want it to be more than like, an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. You let me know.
Yeah,
All right. But basically, the back office here, right? So you have your little ticker up here. So pay attention to those numbers. We're gonna talk about how you make money in your Smart Start period. That's how many days you have left to hit those goals. Plus the double bonus if you hit 10 MB.
Okay.
So there's a fuck ton of money to be made this month. Like a lot. So underneath that, you're gonna see this if you scroll down, your little circle with your tracker, right?
Yeah.
What I do, Rosie, get out of my tree, please. Come here. What I do is I open up my tracker and I move it to where I want to end my month.
Okay.
Oh, I have to log back in, sorry. Let's go home. Okay. So I move it to where I want to start my month every month, where I want to end my month every month, I'm sorry. So my goal is always AMM, right? This month specifically, my goal is MMB because I want that double bonus.
Yeah.
So I have to be an MMB before I'm an AMM. So December, this is my focus. So whatever, you click wherever your goal is going to be. And when I tell you about the compensation plan, you're gonna know where you're like where you want to gauge yourself or whatever it may be. These little heads here are your active lines. In order for a line to be active, you have to recruit a market partner. So it has to be a market partner that you recruited that month, or it has to be a market partner that you recruited previously that makes at minimum $250 in sales for the month. That's how the lines become blue, right? So in order to be MMB, you have to have 4 people underneath you rocking with you in the business that are either selling the product or they just got started, basically. Then out of these 4 people, you have to have 2 of those people that have to be MMPs. So to know what MMP is, you literally can just come back on the tracker and look for MMP.
Okay.
So in order for them to be MMP, they have to have 2 market partners underneath them.
Okay.
So somebody that you recruit has to have 2 market partners underneath them, right? So that's what you would need, like if you wanted to be, if you wanted to end the month at MMB, right? And it doesn't have to be 6 people. It could be 2 of the 4 people that are rocking with you are MMPs.
Okay.
They just have to be on separate lines. Now this is gonna be like a lot of information. I'm gonna say stuff and you're gonna be like, what the fuck is a line? I have a typed up vocabulary like sheet thingy for you. So I'll send it to you so you could be like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like MMP. Now, PV, another one that's going to be on the vocabulary thing. PV is personal volume. Personal volume is anything that you personally buy or you personally sell. All right? So that means like if for the month of December, you make a purchase, the $500 purchase, your PV will be 500. Or if you sell like, you know, all that good stuff. Your GV is anything you buy or you sell. So anything in your PV plus anything in your downline buys or sells. So it's your PV plus your downline's PV. That's your GV. And that number is always going to be higher because it's the anticipation that you have multiple people underneath you. Like, you know, you're building a team, you're developing a team. Being a team developer is one way to rank up in the business, and it's one way to make money. The other way to make money is to focus on VIPs, and that's just selling the product, right? So if you just sell the product, that's when we're going to go up here to enroll. So when you're selling a product, you're going to be enrolling a VIP. So you hit the drop down, you click enroll VIP, and it's Rosie, but what is the matter? You were sitting here. Come on. Come on. Crying in my ear. Come on. So when you go to enroll VIP, it's going to bring you to your VIP's card, right? So the first thing you're going to see on this side is the VIP registration fee. Every time you sign somebody up as a VIP, it's a $20 one-time fee for their lifetime, right? But it's worth it because they're going to get at minimum 15% off of all the products, and they also get to stack their discounts.
Okay.
Because that's the perk of being a VIP. So, you know, as a VIP, the more you spend, the more you save. And to be more specific about it, it's like literally to the dollar amount that you're going to see. And you're going to see it right here. I'm going to show you right now. Right? But this is just a one-time fee. So, like, I literally talk about, like, you know, you pay for Amazon Prime monthly just so that you can get free shipping.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you get that with your VIP membership too. And everything to know about a VIP, what they actually get, you can access through your back office. And I'm going to show you where to find all those resources. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom. Now let's do a cart real quick, because this is something that you need to learn how to do, right? So let's say you have a VIP and you do a skin quiz on them, right? So what you want to do and the questions that you want to ask when it comes to like being a consultation for people are just very specific questions. Like, let's say for skin. And again, I'm going to send you all this stuff. Like, don't feel like you have to know everything right this second. Like, and I'm recording this. You could always backtrack and review it, right? So when you do skin and hair consultations, you want to ask them specific questions like, okay, for your skin, are you more on the dry, like super sensitive end, or are you more combination, oily? And do it in conversation, right? Ask them about like what they're experiencing. Normally what I like to ask too is, what's like your biggest complaint? Like, what are you struggling with? A lot of people are like, oh, I have acne. Oh, I my skin's peeling. Oh, I have dullness, or they'll tell you.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing that you want to target, because that's what they're insecure about. So if we can fix the problem, we win.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to think about the skin and the hair. All of our systems, all of our products are unisex, really, realistically, because they're targeted towards issues that you're facing.
Yeah.
Do you have a super dry, sensitive scalp? Do you have an over oily scalp? Do you have thin hair? Do you have heat damaged hair? Do you have, things like that? So it's just getting to know the products as you're growing with the business. What I suggest for you is to find 4 products that you fuck with, heavy,
Okay.
and the oil. So 4 products that you really fuck with, that you're playing around in your product pack, that you're like, yo, I really like these, and the Rejuvenique oil.
Yep.
Focus on those 5 things, get to know them up and down, doesn't matter what it is, and focus on marketing and promoting them. 1, because you have them, so you can share your journey. And 2, because then you don't have to learn everything right in the front. Like, you're going to be able to attract people to the specific products that you understand. Right?
Yeah.
If for whatever case somebody sees that obviously you do Monet, you're like, oh, I do Monet, and like, I want you to do I need help with my hair, and I have 4C hair. Like, it's just things that you're not really going to know about because you're not a beauty expert.
Yeah.
No, none of us are experts in everything in the business. So if somebody does that, that's why we have the group chats. So anytime you get a skin or a hair quiz, always just send it in the So Nest group chat, because you'll get an immediate response from people that have been in the business for 2 years, or from people that have been in the business for 2 months and just understand the product really well. We also do product training calls. So I suggest jumping on those, just so you can get to know a little something about the products, and then you can see where you want to leverage to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And normally those are once a month, in the beginning of the month. And then again, you can utilize your resources over here. So let's say I'm going to tell you what my go-to products are that I talk about all the time. The Rejuvenique Oil Light, because I have very dry but super sensitive skin. So the Rejuvenique Oil Regular is too heavy on my face. The Light I can use on my face and I can use on my scalp.
Yeah. That's the one that because when I got the package, I got the regular one, and then through you, I got the light. So I see a difference.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's good that you have both. Yeah, but you have a lot of products, actually. You've been using the product for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No. I normally do the oil. Talk about the oil all the time. Where is it? The Intense Repair Spray. Okay. We're going to make it easier to search too. Instead of doing all products, you can filter it.
Okay.
So I love the oil. The berry scrub. Oh,
Sorry.
the berry scrub. It's okay. The berry scrub I'm obsessed with, because honestly, I use it on my.
Oh, I love that one. That was like one of the first things I got before. Like I got the actual package. That's the one thing I did get. I love it.
Fire. And I use it on my bikini line after I get a wax, and it's a game changer. It's cranberry seed, so it's like really good for sensitive areas. You get what I'm saying? So this is fire. So I always do this, and then I always talk about wellness a lot.
Okay.
I love the probiotic.
They're good.
I love the probiotic and the collagen key, to be honest with you. So let's just say these are my 4 products that I always talk about nonstop. I talk about the whole wellness line since it's come out. But there are other products that I really, really, really love, that like the Intense Repair Spray and the Flexible Hold Gel, because I'm always laying down my edges. I always talk about those as a combo. And like those 2 products, if somebody just jumps on board with those 2 products, they hit your minimum that you need to hit.
Okay.
So when you're creating a VIP cart, it has to be a minimum of $84 in order for them to become a VIP.
Okay.
A minimum of $84 in order for them to become a VIP, right? So that means that you have to be able to create carts that are going to hit that minimum, so that you're not like, oh, I need you to buy one more thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I need you just to purchase a little bit more. You know what I mean? So just being able to market whatever products that do that for yourself. So the Rejuvenique oil, I love, because I always put it in the original purchase.
Yeah.
right? But if they're like, oh, it's a little bit much, I know that these other three products, like I do, you know, I try to market the amount of products that are still going to hit the minimum,
Yeah.
are going to hit the minimum. So I'll move the oil to the flagship.
Okay.
So I'll be like, okay, no, don't worry about it. Let's move your oil to your flagship. It'll be for 2 months out. I want you to get started on your actual system first. And then when your flagship comes up, you'll have the oil and that'll complete everything. Like that's exactly what you need. Right. And then because flagships also have to be $84.
Oh, okay. So flagships have to.
That's why it's easier, like for when, because they just bought product off you because you can only move it 2 months out. So it's easier to let them be engaged with the oil because they know about it from that you really are trying to put them onto it from the first purchase. Also, you don't shut up about it. You're always talking about it. You know what I mean? Now, you know what I mean? And it's only one product. So it makes it easier. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, damn, I gotta buy 10 products every time I buy something off her. And then it's like, oh no, it's just the oil. And then they try it and that shit is fire. And they always re-up on it every 2 to 3 months. Like, that's where the residual income comes in. So the cart in itself, you hit your minimum. Once you hit your minimum, the $84, this button here will always automatically pop up. So that's how you know that you've hit your minimum.
Okay.
This is the only free product. That's the free product that they get.
Oh yeah, that's how I got the black.
Yep. So every time you have a new VIP, a new sign up, they get the free product off their first purchase. Every time you have a flagship for any of your VIPs, they get the free products off that purchase. They both have to be $84.
Okay.
Right? So we'll say we'll do that one. Boom. So now we'll look at the cart, right? We know that they're getting 15% off the top because they're VIPs.
Yeah.
Then when you come up here, because they spent certain amount, and when you hover over the numbers, it'll tell you. Sometimes it'll be telling you. Why is it not telling me right now? Most of the time it'll tell you, it'll pop up. There it goes.
Okay.
How much they got off.
That's
So they got an additional $128 because they got an additional 20% off, right? If they just look at the discount, because the more you spend, the more you save, you could stack your discounts. Rosie, what is the issue, yo? She's pissing me off. Come on, mommy. Come on. She's being freaking whiny because I'm not paying attention to her. Ugh. But yeah, so there you go. You can see there that it's going to be the discount of the additional 128. But this is where you see where they are to hit their additional discounts, right? So they're getting 15% off the top. Plus up here, I know she's getting another 20% off because of how much this person is spending.
Okay.
So what I like to tell them is like, look at your savings. Like, check it out. What a retail customer would pay full price $311 for, you would normally get for $266, but because I'm hooking you the fuck up, you're getting it for $185.
That's amazing.
Like, that shit is fire as a VIP. So letting them know that, like, listen, boom, like, you can see your discounts all there, like, all that good stuff. So after you build their cart, you have to hit continue.
Okay.
And then you have to make their first flagship. So when you make their first flagship, the first thing that you're going to do when you make their first flagship is change the date for the furthest it can go out.
Okay, that I'm familiar with.
Yeah, because our products are super concentrated. So you know they last a long ass time.
Okay.
So they're not going to be ready to buy right away. Like, they're going to want to go use the product for a minute before they start buying more stuff. You know what I'm saying? So move it all the way out. And then let them know that this is a flexible shipment on their terms. So a flex ship is literally flexible shipment.
Okay.
So they can move it up if they wanted to get something sooner. They can move it out as long as it's within the 7 days of their order coming up. We'll be able to move it out another 2 months. Like, the cart is not permanent. It's just something you're suggesting for them. You know what I mean? So boom. You're gonna make their flagship. What goes in their flagship? Their fucking oil, bitch. Just save yourself the headache. If they don't buy, even if they buy the oil in the first package, after 2 months, they might need a refill. They might. It depends on the person.
I'm so sorry.
It's so fair.
Everybody loves me.
No worries. No worries. That's good though, bitch.
If it wasn't literally my coworkers, it's my sister. I'm like,
I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. No, you good, you good. But the oil in itself, because and again, it's one product. So when that order 2 months from now comes up, be like, oh, it's just the one product. Like it's just an easier sell. People aren't gonna rebuttal you. If there's a lot of products in a flex ship, if it's like $100 and something, that gets a little like, even I would be like, I just bought that product off of her. Like she's bugging. You know what I mean? So boom, you just add the flex ship. So the flex ship total is there. Then you hit save.
Okay.
You don't hit continue again. You hit save and then you copy and you paste your email and you email this shit to yourself. Okay. And you hit save. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're going to get the link directly. So when you get the link, you're going to click it and then you're just going to copy and paste it and send it directly to them. However, you're talking to the VIP. You want to send their VIP card as they're engaged with it. Because if you think about it, it's the same thing with like market partners. If you think about it too long, anything that's unfamiliar is uncomfortable and you're going to try to dip out. You know what I mean? So you want to do while they're engaged and they're excited about it. So I literally send it to myself via email. Nobody's going to check their email while they're fucking texting you. Like who checks their email at night? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sending it, texting it to them or DMing it to them and be like, yo, you can open it up right now. Let's jump on a FaceTime real quick so I could guide you through it because it could get confusing. Okay. That's what I like to do, right? Or I'll be like, let me know if you have questions. We can jump on a call and I can walk you through it.
Yeah.
Like if I know the person is probably going to dub the FaceTime option.
Okay.
Right. So then after you hit save, it'll send to yourself. You copy paste and send it to them. Now, when they get it, you tell them hit the continue button. Right when it opens, just hit the continue button. They're going to hit continue and this is what they're going to see. Which is what you saw when you did it.
Okay.
You fill out your information. You fill out your own. We never fill out their information for them, even if it's your mom. Like, obviously, if it's your mom, I don't give a fuck, do it. Like, but the company tells us to never fill out their information for them. I don't do it off of the strength that I don't want people to be dependent on me to place their orders for them. And they create their own username and password. If I create it, they're never going to remember it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just allow them to create it, but I'm like, oh, it'll save right in your computer. Right? So whatever, boom, 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 they fill this out. After they fill this out, they're gonna see the two totals. So what I like to do is when I text them, I'm like, oh, hey girl, this is your cart. Open it up and let's jump on a quick FaceTime. We can talk about it. I'll walk you through it, right? So I'll let them know. Say they don't want to jump on a FaceTime. They're like, no, I can't jump on a FaceTime right now. I'm like, okay, it'll take you 2 seconds to fill out. You're gonna see two totals. The first total is your today's purchase that will process on your card today. And the second total is your flex ship. I scheduled it for February 4th, so we won't even worry about that. And I'll text you a week beforehand so you know what's coming up. Okay. Right? And then that's just your flex ship. I put your oil in there so this way I can give you a free product when your flex ship comes up. Okay. Right? It's a perk. It's a big perk. Just like when you fucking pre-book your wax, you can get 15% off for pre-booking your wax. Same thing. Like it's just with your purchase and they get a free product. That shit is fire. And you can stack again. If you're a VIP, you can always stack your savings. Always. So then they'll see this and then boom, they'll put the credit card information in themselves, again, becoming self-sufficient. Boom, they'll place their order and then you'll get an email when they place their order. So you want to ask for the sale every single time to close it out. You want to be like, I sent you over the cart, mommy. Like, it'll take you 2 seconds to fill out. Let me know once you're done so I can double check on my back office that your order was processed. Okay. Right? Because you just want to make sure that you're going to get the email because what if they think they put the order and they never did? Like, you know what I mean? Just to triple check everything. So that's how you enroll a VIP. Now, back to home. Same thing when you're enrolling a market partner, but way simpler. Same drop down. It's just the first one, enroll market partner. Boom. They can pick whatever product pack they want. So you literally are going to select it. I always tell everybody the $7.99 pack, and I'm going to tell you why, because I should have fucking gotten it, and I'm pissed about it. When I tell you I've spent probably to date about $3,000 in fucking Monet products when I could have gotten everything for $7.99, I'm mad as hell. Like, for real. And they just upgraded the $7.99 package. Now it has collagen. And now it has the wellness line, the collagen key, and the skin veil, which is a new drop that just came out. That's the SPF.
Oh wow.
So these are all brand new products. Plus you get the oil, you get the entire Studio One line, the whole line that we have, the entire skincare line, and the entire wellness line, plus all of the main players in the hair care. And you get all of the free samples for everything. So
Oh.
this is $1,800 worth of products that you get for $800. So I always suggest it, because if you want the best bang for your buck, it's going to be this one, because it's 58% off. And in order for you to really socially sell the product, you have to use it. So I wound up buying way more products. I always suggest it. If anybody obviously tells you that they're working on a budget, and obviously feed this out, like, you get what I mean? Like, there are certain people that, like, they're joining onto a new opportunity or whatever. You have alternative options.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I would always go for the $350 though, just because, again, you're getting variety. You're getting the oil, you're getting the hair care studio, you get the skincare, and you're getting a little bit of wellness, so you can really sell. Whereas the $199 packs, like, you already had the product because you were a VIP, but the $199 packs to get started with is pretty limited.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I suggest. But whatever. So you select it, and then literally you hit save here, and you copy and paste it, and you send it to your potential market partner, and you tell them, for sure, you have to jump on a FaceTime with me or jump on a call with me so I could walk you through it.
Yeah.
Or like text me as you're going through it, because that market partner needs to get locked in right now. Because again, anything that is uncomfortable, you run from. If it's unfamiliar, it's scary, right? Then the last thing that you're going to see under Roll is Enroll Retail, but we never use this button because we're going to use tools, and we're going to go to marketing site. So whenever you have somebody that's like, no, I don't want to be committed, I don't want to be a VIP, I don't want to, like that, no, I don't want to have a flagship, all that good stuff, be like, okay, no problem, let me send you my website. So you see right there, all I did was copy and paste it. Let me send you my website. You bought this with your product pack. So Monet also gives you your own personal website.
Oh wow.
Yes, sis. I will show you how to add your own picture. Once another day, we'll get your picture out there. All your information is going to be up there. It tells you what rank you are. I'm a market builder with Monet. You fucking heard. Okay. So you send them, you send them your website. Okay. Take a look at my website real quick. Your website is literally your username.mymonet.com.
Okay.
That's what your website is. So they'll be able to see, and they can shop and they can browse just like a regular website. Oh, a bunch of stuff pops up, super clean. Okay, this is what they're looking at. Okay, cool. But I always let them know, if you change your mind about being a VIP, there's a navy blue button at the top that says join now. Click that and you can enroll yourself as a VIP. So after you see the full retail price of the products, you're like, damn, she says I got 15% off. Let me look at this. Okay, I'm gonna select, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna roll as you know what I mean? And they'll enroll themselves. I've had 3 people enroll themselves as VIPs. It works. So just letting them know where to find stuff, you know what I mean? So if they're looking at this, whatever, and if they do just want to pay full retail price, that's fine, because you, as a business owner, make 30% off of anybody that buys full retail price.
Oh wow.
30% off that purchase. Any of your VIPs, you make 15% off their purchases. Always shoot for VIPs though, because those are also residual income that they're going to buy consistently off you. You got to treat them well, and they will treat you well. They will always support your business. Mm-hmm. Right? So those are the things you need to know. Main players, right? The other thing you need to know is your resources, and only one thing that you need to know in your resources is your resource library. Okay. Every single month, 9 a.m., the first of the month, a toolbox for that month comes out. Okay. It's everything you need to know about that month. Frequently asked questions, what sales we're having. Well, it's not upcoming sales, what current sales we have at the beginning of the month, what the only for you, the free products are, rank advancement, all the details about them are here in your back office. When I send them in the group chat, I literally get them from the Monet site. Okay. Right? And you can see, like, you could download it, but it tells you everything you need to know. When does it start? When it's supposed to start? When does it end? Who's eligible for it? We have you can have market partners in Ireland, Poland, all that good stuff. Everything. It tells you what the products are, what's exempt, all that good stuff. They have it here for you.
Actually go out to like Brazil.
Yes, that's the goal. There's actually a bitch that I really fuck with on Monet. Her name is Mina. She's a director. And she's Brazilian, and she's like, yo, once it gets to Brazil, it's game over. And she makes the company a ton of money. Okay. So I'm sure they're moving in that direction real quick.
Because my like I told you, remember my mother-in-law? She's in Guyana.
Yep.
She's not far off from Brazil. So she's been asking me like, hey, you know, I want to get involved. So
yes, that would be fire. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, look, that's where everything is right here, right? So your resource library. Also, let's say there's something that you want to know about. Let's say you're looking through the product pack that you have in front of you, and there's some products that we haven't spoken about yet. Let's say you don't know what the Rejuva beads are. You literally can just type it in the search engine, and everything you need to know about it will pop up. So I can click the product info sheet. When I click it, everything you need to know about Rejuva beads. What type of hair you want to target, how to directly use it, what every single ingredient is, what the certain ingredients do, the key ingredients, everything you need to know about every single product. So all that stuff is literally at your fingertips for you in your back office. And that's the main things you need to know. There's a lot more in here, but you can go over that training call that I did yesterday when you have a good grip on just it, like the basics in itself, in order to like be able to build on it. And that's how you'll be able to grow, right? Now, let's talk. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick. No, I'm gonna share, stop share, boom. All right, I'm gonna pause this really quickly, pause the recording. Okay, let me share my screen. All right, compensation plan. Let's get into it. So, first and foremost, when you get started with the business, this is where we're at. Okay. So, because you purchased your product pack, it went into your personal volume. So you already hit your first rank of market partner. Boom. Because you already met your requirements. Now, how you get to your second rank MMP is you have to sell or buy, potentially. I wouldn't buy. I would try to sell $100 more of stuff. Plus, you have to have 2 people rocking with you to do this business. Okay. Right? If you hit those marks, your group volume will be there. Like, if you hit those marks, your group volume will be there. That's normally what happens. Your GV, as long as you're, as individuals, you guys are hitting your personal volume goals, then the GV will always be where it needs to be. It's good. You have to try to you want to try to surpass it, right? So that's basically what you need to do. So it's just sell $100 worth of stuff and get 2 people, 2 friends, get Jamie and another person that I don't know to do this business with you, and you'll hit your first rank. When you hit your first rank, we're gonna go down here. When you hit your first rank, it consists of a bunch of different ways of making money. So weekly, anything with a blue W is weekly, anything with a purple M is monthly. Weekly, every single Friday, you will get paid on the $100 that you sold up here. If you sold it as a VIP to a full retail customer, you're gonna get 30% of that $100 that you sold up here. Okay. Or if you sold it to a VIP, you're gonna get 15% of that $100 in that for every single Friday check, right? Also, when you get here, you can get an additional bonus. So let's say your PV, your personal sales, your personal volume, you went crazy, you didn't sell 300, you sold anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 worth of stuff. You're gonna get an additional 3% of that, whatever amount you sold, in your monthly commission check. So your monthly commission check is always gonna be your biggest check. I mean, not always, it depends. If you don't have a team underneath you, then and you're only selling personal volume, you'll have hefty ass weekly checks, but normally the commission check is like the big one. right?
Yeah.
So this is an additional bonus. My goal every single month when I write up, because I write up my goals at the beginning of the month every month. My goal every single month is to get $3,500 worth of sales, because I want $350 additional month.
Okay.
That's my car note and half of my insurance off of just selling the products. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what's going to be in your monthly commission check. Plus, not to mention that $3,500 that I sell, again, I'm getting either 15% of that off the top or 30%.
Okay.
You feel me? All off of shit that I use every single day anyway. Now I'm just recording myself doing it. So after that, again, here, VIP acquisition. So every time that you enroll 4 VIP customers, so this is your cousin, your best friend, your boyfriend, and I don't know if you have siblings, but your sister.
Okay.
You enroll them as VIPs. Those are your first VIPs. Every time you enroll 4 VIPs in 1 month, you get an additional $60 bonus.
Okay.
Right? So in order to make sales, again, that $100 up here, did you enroll a VIP customer and have 1 retail sale? Or did you have all retail sales? Again, it's all adding up. Like, these are layers of your commission. Now, not only that, down here, you have to recruit 2 people to do this business with you, right? So when you recruit 2 people to rock with you and they're doing what they need to do, you're going to get 10% of those 2 people that you put on.
Okay.
Of their sales, bitch. So if your 2 people sell $300 too, you get $30 off of those 2 people. If your 2 people sell $3,500, you get 10% off that.
Okay.
You feel me? So that's where that 10% is coming in. And then if those 2 people decide that they're going to be MMPs, then they're going to recruit 2 people, and then you get 3% of their downline. And then as you rank up, that increases.
Okay.
Okay. Now, scoop, group volume, we're not going to worry about because that doesn't deter you right now. Rank advancement. This is the big one. Just for going from market partner to MMP, you're going to get $100.
Okay.
Flat off the top. Not even worried about any other ways that I just told you how you make money. You're going to get that. Plus Smart Start bonuses. Now, Smart Start is whatever the amount of days you have left on that ticker, that's how many days you have to have Smart Start bonuses. So you're getting all of that as you would if you were out of Smart Start. That's just how our compensation plan works. But in Smart Start, girl, you get double bonus on everything. Everything. So you want to take advantage of that. So the first thing we're going to talk about is that VIP acquisition bonus that we just spoke about. Remember, that's 4 VIPs in 1 month.
Okay.
You get you'll always get $60 for them, right? So if you complete a VIP acquisition, you're that much closer to building your block. So in order to build a block, it's 4 VIPs, or like you got the $60 bonus, 4 VIP acquisition, and 1 market partner that you put on. So your 4 VIPs that we just spoke about, and Jamie. If you do that, we're gonna get the $60, and you're gonna get an additional $150 for completing that block.
Okay.
Just in Smart Start, right? Plus, it gets better. Plus, if you successfully close down on 3 of the blocks. So if you have 4 VIPs and 1 market partner 3 times within your Smart Start period, you'll complete a Mo neighborhood. Every time you complete a Mo neighborhood, you get $500. So if you simply just complete 1 Mo neighborhood in your Smart Start period, within those days that are at the top of your ticker, you're making $710 just from closing down on 1 Mo neighborhood. Plus, it gets better. In your Smart Start period and outside of your Smart Start period, every time you put somebody onto this business, you get a portion of their product pack. So whatever they paid towards to get on here, you're going to get a certain dollar amount for it.
Okay.
You constantly push the $7.99 pack, you get $350 every time they close out. Every market partner, you get $350.
Okay.
Think about the value in that. And think about how much value it's going to bring to that market partner, because they're going to hit the ground running because they have every single item in the business that they need to hit the ground running with. And they're going to feel very comfortable on every single call and trying to get on every single FaceTime and try to be on every single live, all that good stuff, because they have this shit to talk about.
Okay.
You know, it's really uncomfortable trying to talk about the product if you don't have it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So that's a lot of value. But anyway, in your Smart Start period again, so that means that you need 12 VIPs and 3 market partners to close in one neighborhood. So 3 times you'll get any of these bonuses depending on what product pack they sign up for. But this also happens outside of Smart Starts when you're not getting these bonuses. But we're talking about Smart Starts. So this is an additional. So let's say that you add on all 3 of those market partners at the 350 pack, right? Let's just say that. So every time you put somebody onto the 350 pack,
you know,
what?
my ass hugs for 12. you know, you see it. Watch.
I know. I'm fucking dead. Dead ass. I know it. I see it. But let's say that you sign them all up for the 350 pack. You're making $1,070 in your Smart Start period. Period. Just in your Smart Start period. Plus, every time you close down on a block, so every time you hit a block bonus, which is just 4 VIPs and 1 market partner, the person that put you onto this business gets $75.
Okay.
You see the layers of residual income. So then when you're training Jamie to hit her Smart Start bonuses and to hit her blocks, you're also profiting off of training her.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just like being able to develop a team. The reason why the compensation plan is in layers is because they want you to be able to grow as a full entrepreneur in it. You have to learn how to manage a team. You have to learn how to make your business duplicatable. You have to learn how to make money for yourself. It's a lot of layers to it, but it's just going to make you grow.
Yeah.
So basically this month, if you just close down on one more neighborhood, you're going to get at minimum $1,100. If you just focus on closing down on one more neighborhood. Now, keep in mind this month, we have, let me actually pull it up on here, because we have the double bonuses going on for the holiday. So why the fuck is this not
That's
moving?
what you guys were talking about.
Let me stop sharing real quick. Honestly, Rosie, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. Can you hear her obnoxiously in the background?
She loves you so much.
Stressing me out. I'm almost done, mommy. I promise. Look, it's 8:30. We're only gonna go a little bit over. I'm happy.
Hey, do you mind sending me that spreadsheet of that breakdown you just showed me?
Yes, I'm gonna do something better. Look, let me show you something. Let me share my screen again. Share. So I'm in my back office, right? If you go to resources, resource library, and you literally just search compensation plan. Compensation plan. It comes up. This is where I got this is where I literally got it from. Look, let me show you.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
You have it right there. And then also what I do like that they have, hold on, let me show you. Oh my goodness. They have all the definitions for the things that you need to know.
Okay.
The words, the abbreviations, all that good stuff.
Okay.
All right. So you could always access any of that info. But why did I originally sign into my back office?
You wanted to show me something else besides
I did
that.
want to show you something.
Plan.
Smart Start, boom. Sis, I can't remember.
Good question. You know how you guys promote the packages and your items on your
Yes.
Instagram? Like, how do I go about getting those like templates? Because they're basically templates.
Yep. So they're apps. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screenshot the apps that I have in my folder, and I'm gonna text it to you and just download all those apps and just play around with them. And you're gonna see, like, I really personally love WordSwag. because that's how I create like my quotes and stuff.
Okay.
And then I also really like InShot because that's what you're gonna use to edit your videos.
Okay.
Right. I remember what it is that I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the cut it out, Rosie. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So up here in this banner, anything that you need to know right now is going to come up here when you sign in. Anything you need to know right now. So you can click through it. One of the things that's in this banner always is going to be the toolbox for the month. So if you can't remember how to get to your resource library, just click the toolbox and it'll take you right to your resource library. Right? So in this month, the rank advancement bonuses are back here and how you get them.
Okay.
So let me pull up this paper. Let me actually put this over here. So, and let me put this so that we can kind of do both. This month, because of the rank advancement bonuses.
Lito.
Oh, it keeps exiting me out because it's not letting me do the screen side to side. No, shh, cut it out. You're pissing me off. I freaking can't. Stop it. Oh my goodness. I don't think I could do this side to side. I'm just going to do this regular. I'm not very technologically savvy, in case you cannot tell.
No, it's fine.
Let me go back to it. There it is. Alrighty, so here, FAQs, rank advancement. So for this month, this is an added layer that'll only apply for this month, but it is what it is. You might as well know about it. If your goal is to be, instead of MMP, to be MMB, which is a big goal.
Okay.
But I figured I'd just throw it out there, like, just so you can understand what all of us are going to be talking about this month anyway. And if you want to challenge yourself to it, bitch, if you fall short, you're still going to be super lit. You're going to make hella money. But if your goal is MMB this month, you're getting an additional giving back bonus of $1,000. Plus MMB rank advancement bonus. So just like when you hit MMP, you get $100. When you hit MMB right here, your rank advancement bonus is $500. I'm gonna show you some shit that's gonna really blow your mind. You ready?
Okay.
When you hit director, your rank advancement bonus is $20,000.
Shit.
Bitches hit director in 2 years. Like, the average time for a dedicated person to be, if you're 100% all in, like, for this and development and changing yourself and failing and da-da-da, the average time it'll take you is like 3 years. And I'm telling you right now, annually, statistically, based off of the information that they have given us, annually, an SED, a senior executive director, annually makes $3 million. So for 3 years, if you really dedicate yourself to something, to be able to make $3 million annually off of just shampoo, right? So that's the rank advancement bonus. So you get an additional $1,500 this month.
It's monthly.
Just this month.
Just this month.
This is a special, like, just how we have flash sales for VIPs. This is like a flash sale as a market partner.
Okay.
And how to make like money, like, you know what I mean? So basically, again, so just this month you'll get $1,500 if you hit MMB, right?
Okay.
If you hit MMB in real life anyway, right now, if you decided that where's my phone? This is going to be a lot of math for me. You decided today this is your goal to end this month, and it's doable. It definitely is doable. It's going to take a lot though. So again, if you fall short, girl, even if you don't want this to be your focus, I just figured I'd let you know how it works, right? If you decide you want to hit MMB, then you would need 4 active lines. We talked about that. Your GVs have to be 5,000, and then 4 of those active lines have to be MMPs. So basically, Jamie would have to have 2 people underneath her, and one other person would also have to have 2 people underneath them. And then you have to have 4 other people that are active this month. Or just 4 or 2 other people that are active this month, actually.
Okay.
Right? In order to hit MMB. If you hit MMB, your there is no limit to the stacking of bonuses that you get either. So that means you're also going to get the $100 for hitting MMP, the $100 for hitting AMB, the $150 for hitting MB, and the $500 for hitting MMB, plus the $1,500 you're getting this month because they're giving to us for Christmas.
Okay.
Like, that's basically how that's like, this is like an extreme way of how this would work, essentially. Realistically speaking, this process will take you like a year. MMB, like realistically, like the most realistic thing, MMB is like a year. It takes the average person. A year to 2 years, it'll take the average, like, you know, like somebody like joining onto the opportunity. If you're hungry as fuck, you could do it in like 7 to 8 months. If you're a psychomaniac that has an insane network that's of all these people that just want to spend money on you, you could do it in a month. Like, but I just wanted to show you like an extreme case of what basically it would look like what the company offers you.
So where's Vanessa now?
Vanessa is MM.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So she's already qualified for her car. She can get her car. She just hasn't.
Okay.
Because MM is the midway through the compensation plan. That's when you qualify for your Cadillac.
Yeah.
And then when you hit SED, if you do this, so your lease term is anywhere between 2 to 3 years, depending on what you pick. Because the reason why the Cadillac is Rosie, I cannot right now. Give me 5 more minutes, yo. But the reason why you get basically the car free is because they give you a motor club bonus. So they give you $500 a month just to pay your lease.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's how you get the free car. It's a lease that you're getting.
You made it, huh?
Yeah. So when you hit SED, it goes up to $1,000 a month. So at that point, you can turn in the Cadillac and exchange it for a Range Rover, a Mercedes Benz, or a BMW.
And she doesn't want the Cadillac.
Yeah. But everybody that hits MM, they have the Cadillac. And then you can upgrade the Cadillac to, you can upgrade the Cadillac to either 3 of them. They have like partnerships with those 4 businesses.
Wow.
So they do it that way.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the thing. Like, my goal is the car. I'm really like, I that car, like, it just would alleviate so much other stress off of like your bills. You don't have to pay. Wouldn't have to pay for my car note. Like, I wouldn't have to pay. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like things easier. Again, stuff that I'm gonna use every day that I'm not paying for.
And you're market builder now.
I'm market builder now, so I'm here.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm here, I'll be transparent with you. The reason why I'm here is because I always surpass my sales goals. Like, our numbers are always higher than this. It's just I don't have strong enough legs right now.
Okay.
So bitch, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, and I know Mandy, and you're gonna meet Mandy because she engages herself all the time. She's always the one speaking, like in the chats or whatever. She's my strongest leg, like that. Us two, that we're the ones that work the most in my downline in the business. So we need more, like, really genuinely. I don't know if you can see me or you're just looking at the screen. Sorry. But really genuinely, when you join onto this business, you're joining on to a network of entrepreneurs working together to try to make an all-around business work. So the parts will not move if the business does not move. Yes, I can continue. I make my checks are still good again because I sell. So I'm gonna make my money regardless. I'm constantly recruiting, but it does take time, especially a lot of people that are, you know, transitioning from being 100% 9-to-5 mindset. It's not that easy to understand like how self-sufficient you have to be as an entrepreneur, the work that gets put in. Also understand that selling off of Instagram is gonna make money. It takes time really to develop. So that's why like it takes the average person like a year to really get into like the groove of the business. A year to a year and a half. Like, so if you dedicate yourself really to 6 months, and the reason why it takes a year to a year and a half is because the first 6 months you're normally not all in. So if you really dedicate 6 months to this business, being all in, giving it everything that you have, I promise you, on everything that I love, you will look back 6 months from now and see a night and day difference in the person that you are. All around, financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, everything.
Okay.
So that's really it. And that was your onboarding. It was like an hour and 15 minutes. It was a lot of information.
Yes, it was, but it was good.
I'm going to stop it now. I'm going to stop recording.